Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Danielle, the American expat mom of 3 living in Germany, or should I say the American homeschooling expat mom of 3 at the moment. Got myself a cup of chamomile tea, and today's video is just going to be a little update and chat about how life has been since we have arrived back in Germany. First of all, let me take a sip for this. So first of all, life has been a huge contrast to Nevada desert life. I don't think you could have really put two more complete opposites together. Not just in terms of the climate and the fact that they are on two opposite ends of the world, also just in terms of, I guess you could say, crisis-wise, how things are. So in Nevada, everybody is social distancing and wearing masks very similarly set up to how it was, I would say, in the fall here. However, I reckon even more laid back than that. So everything is basically still open. Bookstores, museums, games, casinos, basically anything you can think of, it's open, just with a general rule of wear a mask and keep your distance. In Germany right now, we are in the depths of winter, which Nevada's pretty cold too, but anyway. We're in the depths of winter, and right now we are being asked to stay home and homeschool, so there's no school. You're allowed one visitor in your house. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that they have not agreed to putting a limit as to how far in Germany you're allowed to drive. I'm assuming that that rule did not get passed. So we are in full throttle homeschool mode, and I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit about that and how we are coping, because it is a little bit different this time than last. Not just in the way that we have two kids that I have two kids that I need to homeschool now, but also there were some video calls involved, which we've actually opted out of, as well as quite a few other parents. For some people, it actually ended up working. Like, some parents said that their kids would follow through with the video calls, listen to what the teacher had to say, and it was working fine for their kid and for their family. But there was a large group that preferred how we did it in the spring, which was we just got a sheet of paper that told us everything that we needed to do for the day, and luckily Olivia's teacher is really organized and she gave us a whole plan for the whole week. And we were having a problem with the video calls in that my kids just weren't paying attention to them. I was finding I was running between the two of them trying to pick up information that they weren't picking up from the teachers, because even though they would get a written plan, it wouldn't always say what to do in detail, and it wouldn't always even say the homework for the day. So if they didn't pick it up, then I would not have picked it up either in the end, and we would just end up scrambling, and it would just be crazy. Olivia's actually sitting right there. She's finishing her project for the day that we got a bit behind on when we did not decide to opt out of the video calls yet. Things have been going so much smoother since we've decided to opt out. Leia's teacher, for the parents that don't want to do school, has decided to just make a video where she explains things in detail that might need extra explanation, and we have that every day. They're usually like 7 minutes long. So much better. And Olivia's teacher has created like a pin board, which has been super awesome. So I'm really pleased that the teachers have gone to the lengths they have to try to make it work for everybody, because the video calls, I think it really depends on the age. A lot of you guys wrote me saying that you don't think the age range is right for it, but then some of you would write me saying that your kid handles it fine. I think it depends on how used to technology your kid might be. My kids don't get a lot of screen time. If they do, it's just a time to relax. Like, I don't usually use screens as a learning tool, just because I don't really feel it's necessary, nor do I really think it's the appropriate age for it, except for we did have a couple learning apps, but those are kind of like games, like they don't actually have to sit there on a video call and pick up everything the teacher's saying while they can see all the other kids. So there was ways where I could get the teacher kind of zoomed in, but you couldn't always access her with the little hand if you had a question, and then other kids would beep in, and I think it's a bit much for the age range. And I was just like, look, it worked so much better for us in the spring when I sort of took handle of things. I don't necessarily have the time. I do have other things in my life going on, which I have decided to keep private just because I don't feel like sharing every little aspect of my life. But I also do have a 2-year-old as well. But anyways, I've decided to just take it on anyway and make it nice and make it fun, just like I did last time. So now we've been doing our morning routines on our own. We have a unit study, so it's like a theme. And we've decided to go with homesteading to make everything really fun and kind of cozy for home and winter. And this is one of our chosen reading materials for it, Little House in the Big Woods. Olivia's shuffling through some things right now, by Laura Ingalls Wilder, or Wilder, how you would say it in English. And we have been loving it so far. It's very different to read, especially the first 2 chapters if you're a vegan. A lot of details about animal butcher, but you know, we have to take it for what it is and the time it is and the location they're located. These people actually did it for survival, so we took that into account and decided to just take it in, even though it was hard. But the book is actually just really adorable, and the kids and I still discuss some of the things that, like some of the stories that are in the chapter from the kids and from the dad. So yeah, and then Oma actually got these for them for Christmas, so it was a fun craft project when we got time. They actually built this house themselves. It came in pieces and they just had to kind of put it together with these little slots. And then it came with paint as well. And what was so funny, I did not initiate this at all, but the kids ended up making the houses the same color as the colors of this book, which just looks so cute sitting here on our, we're calling it our little homeschooling altar. I've also just organized the room a little bit. They have so much stuff. I'm completely overwhelmed by how much stuff my kids have for school because there's 2 of them now. They just have so much material, so I'll go ahead and I'll show you how I've got it organized for now, although there might be adjustments, and I would love to show you guys everything when it's complete. But I can just tell you that this week has gone so much smoother without the video calls. The video calls took up at least an hour and a half broken up in our day of what could be just productive learning with me, and we just kind of get it done and we make it fun in our own way instead of struggling with it. I just think that for my kids personally, but possibly also the age range might not be ready for things like video calls yet, but again, it very much depends on the kid and how self-motivated I think your kids are. So yeah, and then in terms of anything else I have to say about what's going on in Germany, it's just pretty difficult right now. We have to wear a special medical grade mask now to the supermarket it started on Monday, so we ordered some of those. And it's not the best time right now for Germany. Let's just leave it at that. And I don't want to talk too much about it. So I'll go ahead and just show you guys how I've organized our school room for now. It's not perfect at the moment because we just finished up, and I'm going to go sorting through their things to just get everything ready to go for tomorrow so it's as smooth as possible. So let's just go ahead and get on in and do that then. Okay, so here's what it looks like when you come into the homeschool room slash workout room slash mommy's office. It's got a lot of different rooms. It's got a lot of different names. So over here is usually where we start our morning routine. You guys have seen it in our homeschool video. We usually do a meditation, talk about how we are for the day, and read our book. Oh yeah, we have iPad there because we have the pin board. We've got loads of electronics in case we absolutely need to make it for a video call, and headsets, and we could have both kids in one place with the headsets because we tried in separate rooms and that was just crazy. Whoops, everything's just falling apart, isn't it? Some pictures I really need to put in picture frames. So yeah, that's my computer. Leia's been using mine. Olivia's been using these 2 things here, an iPad and a computer there. Here's our whiteboard where the kids usually draw how they're feeling for the day. So far we haven't actually had to use it yet, but I'm sure we will. And here is our little altar. Here's the houses the kids made. There's my tea that's gone now. Our books that we're reading. I love all Tasha Tudor books. It's still there. I just always have it there. It says learn there. You guys have seen that. Yeah. Well, okay. Olivia's been really interested, especially since the airplane, seeing the airplane map moving and showing us where we're going. She's really wanted to do more things with playing and knowing where places are. And then here, we ordered some of these little filing cabinets, sort of, or I don't really know what you call them, but here's where everything goes that needs to be done today. I usually get it all done by the end of the homeschool day. I just put it up so we don't have to even fuss the next day. Here is their German section, math, And then here is things that are completed and that need to be handed in to the teacher. So that's helped a ton. I still could make it better, and I want to put their names and labels because I keep getting mixed up sometimes. And then we have some more books for the kids to read. I reorganized Lego things and put puzzles here. Here's Hogwarts.
Mommy, we forgot Elsa and Anna to read.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We still have to do Olivia's extracurricular reading, so like her for fun reading for the day, because we haven't had a chance. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know in the comments how you are not just surviving but thriving at the moment. I'd love to hear. And I will see you guys in my next video.
Bye.
Bye!